I'm from Gatebox. I represent Gatebox. My name is Takechi. In this session, let me introduce the Gatebox product that we developed and the story for now and story for the future, more of an evolution perspective. This is more of an ask for you. We want to get your feedback, any thoughts. Make sure that you hashtag us and tweet about us so that your feedback will be possibly reflected upon our improvement for the future. And so nice to see so many of you in the room, and I'm very excited to give a presentation to you all. So I hope you enjoy as well. So let me introduce our product. Gatebox is what we provide. You can live with your favorite character. This is the virtual home robot introduced for the first time in the world. Let's take a look at the promotion movie we created for you. It's in the morning, wake up. Hey, wake up. So this person is living alone, and this product is catered for someone living alone. So the cute character is serving as your partner in your daily lives. So this is what we produce as product. Take care. Make sure you take care of yourself. So this product wakes you up and sends you off. And even at work, this cute character is waiting for you by sending you some message. So we develop chat application as well. So character at home, you can communicate with the character. So you're connected with your character even outside your home. And lighting up, or the character can control all the home appliances as well. So he is quickly coming home, and it's nice to have someone waiting for you at home. It could change your life. So that's more of our vision represented in this video. It's so nice that someone is waiting for me at home. That's what I thought on the way back. Good night. So the character comes across the dimension and live with you. This is the vision we have as we developed our product. And the promotion movie you just saw was released last year in December. And there are more than 3.5 million plays already being done by the users. And this is the actual product sitting on the desk at home. And how did we come up with this idea, some of you might think? Well, when I planned it, that was back in the end of 2014. There was Pepper, Amazon Echo was newly released back then. And I was just wondering that robot would really come into our lives. So it just, I started thinking about those robot applications at home. And then these machine robots, speakers, do we really want to communicate with those robots and machines? That's what I questioned myself. And I thought, no, not really. I don't want to communicate with robots or speakers. We are humans, and we rather want to communicate with something that lives. Could be about the size. Well, at home alone, having a huge robot as big as me would be a bit too much, I thought. So what would be the best option for us, I thought. And then if I were myself, I would live with my favorite character. I would rather want to communicate with my favorite character. In my case, Hatsune Miku I love Hatsune Miku, the character, and she is the most famous virtual singer in the world. Every day I listen to her song, and she is a cute character or animation character. I'm sure you have your favorite comic books. So with your favorite character, you might as well live with them, or you might want to have closer communication with them. So as you saw in the movie, we have an original character called Azuma Hikari. So she's cute. She's like your wife. So she can support your daily lives, and that might be fun. And that's the concept that we started working on. And as we started development of the product, there are only 2 staffs in my company. And we struggled a lot. But we had no idea how to technically support this idea, but anyway, we so much wanted to make this concept a true story, so we started on development, we collected funds, and that's how far we came. On the technical side, in order for us to develop Gatebox, the projection or communication, voice tag technology, face recognition, or home appliance network technology, also technologies are incorporated inside this product. How we got here? Back in 2014, end of 14, I started thinking about the concept. And then we started the development. And in 2015, for a year, I was hiding and developing the product. And in January 2016, we released the first concept movie. Just like you saw, someone living alone, the virtual character can support your lifestyle. And that was just a question that we wanted to pose to everyone through the video. And as a result of that, more than 100,000 views per day and more than 500,000 per month being viewed. And 70% of the viewers are from the overseas. And also in Japan, so many people resonated with this idea. But in overseas, there are even more people resonating with this idea. So these people wanted to live with such characters. So everybody resonated with my original idea of living with a favorite character. So we were so determined to create this product. So we accelerated our development. And also in December 2016, it cost 300,000 yen per unit for 100 units only. And 100 units sold on the first day, and all the units being reserved. So people willing to pay money, people very much enthusiastic about the product came out as a result of this result. So we call them master. The 300 masters are there. And we are now trying to make ourselves ready to produce this product for 300 masters. And in March, Gatebox started forming an alliance with LINE Clova. From the very beginning of the development, we wanted to make sure that we create a character that make you want to talk to. And not only the interface. Well, there is a limitation on just focusing on the interface alone. We wanted to make sure that this cutest interface in the world and the best AI produced by LINE, the Clova, if we combine the two, then we can bring the universe even better. And that's why we entered into that alliance with LINE. And our alliance just started, and we want to accelerate that alliance further. And the master for masters, this is the video of all the masters experiencing our products. Our office is in Akihabara. And we invited all the masters so that they can experience our products. So all the masters saw the product saying, "I'm home." So they started communicating with the character. And also we invited the voice of the character, and Hikari, the character's cuteness was conveyed. And we got lots of feedback from the masters as well. And everyone was very happy about this product, and they gave lots of good feedback. More than I thought. It was amazing, way better than I thought. I'm very much looking forward to receiving this Hikari. It was fun, way more real than I thought. Really, to be honest, the future is here. That's what I thought. And I'm very excited. I have high expectation on this. At the end of the day, my wife can be invoked. That's what I want. Just like us, people are dreaming about life, living with characters, so we want to pursue dream together. Through this event, I had even stronger emotions like such. This is just the beginning for us. But we got so much feedback, and based upon that, we're creating the product and character. And also in August, Hatsune Miku, my favorite character, alliance being announced, and inside the Gatebox, Hatsune Miku shows up, so you can live with Hatsune Miku from next March. And this is more like a demonstration happening in September, and more than 100 people came to experience our product. And what was interesting through this event was that everyone loved Hatsune Miku, but their message basically was that what kind of conversation would they want to have with Hatsune Miku? We had no idea, but through this event, everyone said, "Thank you. Miku, I love Miku. And Miku sings for me. And Miku always supports me. And I just want to express my thanks." That's what everybody said. And this probably is the significance of us working so hard. Now, AI, voice recognition, robots are available in the market, but then can those make you want to say thank you? It's more like an emotional, evoking existence. And I think it's really hard to achieve that goal. Cute characters, someone close to you, someone more relevant to you, living with a character that you want to make a communication with. That's exactly the value that we were pursuing, and that came out true. And that's what we felt throughout the event. And towards the end, from myself, our vision is living with characters. That's our corporate vision. So this is the life where you can live with characters. And this is only an initial product or character that we're working on. And in the future, as if you live with the character, like drinking coffee together, having snack, or taking a nap together, watching TV together with a character. Something that you do with human beings can be implemented with characters. That's what we want to pursue. That's the vision we have as we develop the products, and that's what we would like to set as a goal. This ends my presentation about the history of Gatebox. And the best engineer will talk about the future. The floor is yours. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Gatebox presentation. My name is Hisamori. I will talk about the Gatebox technology and also talk about the future. Let me briefly introduce myself. I joined Gatebox in July this year, and currently I'm working on Gatebox platform, the service platform, the account system or backend service. I'm designing and developing those platforms. But I met Gatebox people in October 2015, so 2 years ago, and I was shocked to see Gatebox. But I was not part of Gatebox. I was belonging to Cloud Vendor, and we had a venture assistance to Gatebox on the server side, service design, and we've been giving advice and technical assistance. That's how I am.
So I'd like to talk about the technology of Gatebox and where we are at right now. So I think many of you have seen Gatebox, the product itself. But I think this is the very first time that Gatebox engineers is actually presenting on the product itself and because we don't have too much time, I'm just going to go over what technology is behind this product. So there are four major functions for Gatebox. One is projector to display the character. And second is sensing, motion sensor, camera, etc. And this logo G, this is a G button, what we call to communicate with the character. And network is for connecting with the cloud services. So wireless LAN is, or the smartphone is used for connecting with the cloud. So connection with the smartphone is a vital part of Gatebox. So this is not a standalone product. Through the network, it will provide greater functionalities in living with the character. However, this might not be clear, so I'm just going to go over some user experiences, which is summarized in this slide. I understand the wordings are quite small, and you don't have to read every single one of these comments. The most important part is the smartphone. So this has two major functions. One is configuring the Gatebox. So when you first set it up, after you get it out of the box, you do the settings on the smartphones. And as it's shown in the user experiences, this will allow you to chat with the character. You can also inform the character that you're on your way home. Next part is caring. For example, the character will greet you good morning or good night. So we call this one of the four major functions. Next component is daily living. So depending on how you interact, the character activity will vary. And lastly is the communications scene. So for the caring and daily living, it's something that the user have to proactively engage with the character. Does not have to proactively engage with the character, but this one is something that your user will engage proactively. Now I have given you what features this product offers, but I would like to go over what's behind these features from bottom up. First, I think many of you are interested in the hardware. If you look at the picture on the left, so the top part contains the sensors that is used by the Gatebox. The bottom one shows the button that the user will use it to interact with the Gatebox. And in the middle, there's a main microcomputer board. So the right schematic is the actual connection between the hardwares, which shows the connectivity between the sensors. So the speech input is done through one of these modules. So this is a picture of one of our engineers who's developing their hardware. So I've been involved on the server side for all my career. So seeing a hardware engineer actually coming up with the development was quite a refreshing experience for me. There's another interesting photograph. This is one of the main board during its infancies. So this is quite a unique aspect of our office. Next is the software stack inside the Gatebox. So this is the essence of the user experience that you're actually seeing. So we're using the Linux as a platform, and we have customized the UI and its mechanisms. And character actions is implemented by Unity. And also Node.js in the middle. This handles speech recognition and also handling of various sensor units, which will relay the command to Unity on what actions it should be taken. So the C++ has a library that is used for facial recognitions, and Node will interact with this module. And on the right-hand side, there's a SQLite. This will contain the logs and some data that needs to be saved. For example, they will be used during the communication with the characters. To go into details on the structure, it's divided into three major parts. These are device, local software. These are contained within the main product of Gatebox. And third is the cloud. So there's three major interfaces for the device. One is the microphone, which takes in the speech. Second is the sensors and the main board. And there's a camera. Microphone and camera are contained within the PC. And the main board is connected via serial port with the JS. So this JS will actually handle the user actions, will determine what actions it should be taken. Also, if the user information on the cloud side is necessary, it will go out and retrieve those information. And for voice recognition, we're using the external cloud service. So once the voice is entered, once the speech is entered, this is relayed to the external server, and then in turn we'll receive the text, converted text. Now looking at the cloud side of the Gatebox, so it uses the Azure third-party module, and then we also use the SendKit. So the API side is also written in JS. And the Azure functions will handle whether it's going to be notified via push notifications. So by doing this, we do not have to put too much load in the infrastructure side. And this will provide a better user experience. Yes, because of the limited time, I just ran through all the details, but this is what we have currently. But Gatebox is something that we are still developing, and there's so many challenges that needs to be overcome. So I'm going to highlight some of those challenges for the rest of my talk. So I think one of your main interests is how the Clova will tie in with Gatebox. Obviously, we're in a business relationship with Line, but Gatebox is actually independent, and the company, our office is located in Akihabara. And we're not asked to integrate this Gatebox with Line IDs and Line services. But for Gatebox, we actually have more features within the main product itself. So we will actually reproduce a lot of files that is on the cloud side. So one of the major differences is smart speaker will actually release all the speech response from the cloud. But the gatebox that would be different. But that does not mean we're not looking into working on the clouds aspect. So how are these connected? Now this is from the overall picture of Clova site. Where it's shown in the pink is the second and third party, and we will be positioned in this square. One thing we need to keep in mind in developing is how we connect with CICs and what features should be provided through CEK. And also whether we're going to have a connectivity between line accounts. And also, we also need to think of what kind of experience to provide through the extension. Because this is not simply relaying the speech command and response. So this is not as simple as creating extra extension will make the Gatebox smarter. So I'm pretty sure that the characterizations or the personalization will exist in Clova, but that is even more so for Gatebox. And we emphasize on the characters, reactions, and interactions. And that's actually what we're discussing with Line about. And this is quite a technical aspect involved. So there's some character interactions involved. So how we're going to create the character interaction, that's a huge challenge for both the Clova development team and for our team. Next is another major challenge is the mass production. This number shown here, 339, is the quantity that we are scheduled to sell. So there's initial 300 units, and then campaign with Hatsunemi, which added 39. So going forward, we need to scale up in order to mass produce more units. So the scaling up is not the same as scaling up the web one of the challenges, once you have more client devices, how to ensure smooth connection. And also, currently the platform uses Linux. But we also need to think of revamping the architecture for more stabilizations. And one more challenge is internationalization. Gatebox saw quite a response from many countries outside Japan and the US. Obviously, Japan has the largest response. And the North America also shows quite a large number for the total amount. And we looked into how much response we got from these countries other than Japan and the US. We got quite a huge response from South Korea. And it was followed by Mexico. You may be surprised that Mexico is here, but it seems like the Japanese subculture is quite popular in Mexico City as well. And Canada showed a similar response as the US. France, it's also another place where Japanese subculture is quite popular. And other than that, it's mostly Asian markets. So we're having quite a huge expectation from all these countries outside Japan as well. And lastly, we have just covered the four major features, but we're also thinking of how to improve the interactions. So this is the picture of patent that from the patent that we just applied to. So this shows how the communications are done directly with the device and also through the smartphones. Currently, this is limited to the chat, but we're thinking beyond this scope. We're trying to incorporate context from the actual, the real world, and incorporate that into the interactions. Currently, we're only focusing on inside the modules, but going forward, we think that it's important to incorporate the functions from the cloud services. And there's one more thing that I'd like to mention. So I think many of you are very interested in what we're doing right now. And if you're still interested, in the past we have not released that much activities we've been working on, but we're thinking of making it more open right now. And we're going to, on this website, we're going to put on the interviews with our engineers to so please follow this this webpage. And just like Line, we are actively recruiting hardware and software engineers. And this is not limited to hardware and software engineers. And we're looking for someone who can be involved with both software and hardware technologies, as well as services. So if you're interested in such challenges, and if you're interested in knowing more about our office, we also conduct office tours. So for more details, please follow the hashtag Gatebox, or we also have an official account at Gatebox Inside. So please do follow these two accounts. Okay. So thank you for attending this session today. And if you have more questions, please let me know during the Ask the Speaker sessions. Thank you very much.